Okay, these are your video notes over solving inequalities. So let's start with the steps for solving an inequality. The steps for solving an inequality are the same as the steps you follow for solving an equation. Distribute to get rid of parentheses, combine like terms, and then start solving using opposite operations. The only difference, so the steps to solving equations except for the golden rule of inequalities. And you've heard this rule before. So the golden rule is just this. When you multiply or divide, so multiply or divide by a negative number, you must flip the inequality symbol. So anytime you're solving an inequality and you have to multiply or divide by a negative, you must flip the inequality symbol. So before we practice, going back to when you graphed your solutions on a number line, the symbols that use an open circle and the symbols that use a closed circle. We reviewed these when we did domain and range, and we looked at the endpoints of our graphs. So number 1, 5 minus 3x is less than or equal to 13 plus x. So there's no parentheses, so I don't have to distribute. I don't have to combine any like terms, so I can jump straight into solving. I'm going to subtract x from both sides. So I get 5 minus 4x is less than or equal to 13. Positive 5, so I'm going to subtract that. So those cancel. Negative 4x is less than or equal to 12. Nope. Sorry, 8. And then I'm going to divide by my coefficient. My coefficient here is a negative 4, so I am dividing by a negative, which means for my solution, I have to flip the inequality symbol, and then a divided by negative 4 is negative 2. And if we were to plot that on a number line, we're at negative 2, closed circle, and then x is greater than or equal to negative 2, so we shade to the right. Number 2, 3x minus 2 times the quantity x minus 1 is less than or equal to 2x minus 10. So I do have parentheses here, so my first step is going to be to distribute to get rid of those. I must take the sign with my coefficient, so I'm multiplying by a negative 2, so negative 2x, and negative 2 times negative 1 is a plus 2. It's less than or equal to 2x minus 10. Now I combine my like terms. 3x minus 2x is just x. It's less than or equal to 2x minus 10. And now we start solving with our opposite operations. Subtract 2x from both sides. So x minus 2x is a negative x. Positive 2, I'm going to subtract. So I get negative x is less than or equal to negative 12. Now I'm not done yet. When you're solving, you never want to have a negative variable as part of your solution. So the last thing I'm going to do is divide by a negative 1 to get rid of that. Again, I'm dividing by this negative, so I am going to have to flip my inequality symbol. Turn that around. Negative 12 divided by negative 1 is a positive 12. So if we were to graph that, we have 12. It's a closed circle, and x is greater than that, so we shade to the right again. Number 3. 78 plus 6x is greater than or equal to 2 times 37 minus 4x. So again, we have those parentheses, so we're going to distribute. 2 times 37, 74. 2 times negative 4x is negative 8x. Add 8x to both sides. Cancel, so 78 plus 14x is greater than or equal to 74. Subtract 78. Those cancel, so we have 14x is greater than or equal to negative 4. And divide by 14. Now this time when I divided, I am dividing by a positive number. I know negative 4 is a negative, but that is not the number I'm dividing by. Because I'm dividing by a positive 14, my inequality symbol is going to stay facing the same direction. Negative 4 over 14, that simplifies to negative 2 over 7. So that's your final solution. So if we were to graph that, negative 2/7 greater than or equal to, so that's going to be a closed dot. Then we're going to shade to the right. Okay, put these in your ISN, and I will see you tomorrow.